Module 143, we will discuss effectiveness of distance learning on teachers' professional development. This is the age of information communication technology, and with the improvement and with the modernization of the ICTs, the educational process through distance mode of education has been improved enormously. Therefore, it has evolved or adopted the similar level or the equal level of the traditional system of education, trainings, and etc. And it is the fact that the teacher's efficiency and the teacher's reputation definitely depends upon the professional development of the teachers. How he or she is developing professionally, that is the success of not only the teacher but the teaching learning process. And high quality professional development programs always require time and sufficient resources. That how much time is required for this quality training, and how much and that what kind of the physical or other resources are required the for the ideal type of or the good professional development program. Uh, the that the concerned authorities or the institutions or the government or the officers expect the teachers or the expect from the society or from the system that the teacher should have they should give the time, or the teacher should be provided time for the professional activities, and for enhancing their qualification, and arrangement of the rigorous type of the professional development sessions. Distance education has been now the need of the hour. It is really has been the matter of the fact that one has to accept it as a fact that it can performing whatever is possible through other mode of the traditional or face-to-face mode of education. And in the distance mode of education, the teachers can be motivated, or the motivational aspect is possible by designing high quality learning experiences. Learning experiences here mean what kind of the content or or the sessions or the textbooks you are going to expect from the teachers to pass, to digest, to go through, and those concepts should be the part of that teachers or the individuals part of the personality. And the teachers must be practicing innovative instructional strategies and the efficient ways of the assessment. Now means learning experiences, innovative instructional strategies, and ways of assessment, and online learning communities. And for the distance teacher education programs, they should it should be motivating teachers and the learners to remain involved in off-campus activities, not only the campus-based activities. Off campus is now possible through online interactions, and there should be the continuous opportunities of the learning or the input for their regular improvement, and access to the accurate content. This is also one of the challenges that with the ICTs, with the facility of the ITs, information technology, information communication technology, abundant material is available. So the accurate and quality material should be provided, or there should be the access to the teachers for their professional development, and appropriate learning technologies or instructional technologies should be available to the teachers, and the teachers should have hands-on practice or the training for so that they should be able to use properly and clear the concept of the students. uh, Professional development of the distance instructors. For example, if I am teacher and teaching through online mode of education. I am teacher of the virtual education. I am teacher of the open university, virtual university, etc. Then what kind of the things as a teacher should I possess? INACOL is International Association for K-12 Online Learning. K-12 means from kindergarten to 12th class. For example, from nursery and KG to 12th class, it is usually called as K-12. So there is an association, professional association called INACOL, International Association for K-12, means school, from primary, pre-primary to college or intermediate level. Um, has developed set of the standards for online teachers, instructors. These are that the teacher should have the knowledge or the focus on develop instructional capacities of teachers. The system should provide some environment, some facilitations that the teacher should use, could be able to use all the desirable instructional activities. Focus on developing their content selection and content organization related skills. For example, I have to teach. For example, I have to teach 14 points of Qaid-e-Azam. What kind of resources, what kind of the procedures, and in what way I should organize the content through online mode so that the student should be able to understand easily. If I am teaching that topic, Pakistan movement, freedom movement, in the regular class or face to face class, then I have to use different methods. If it's online, then I have to go different resources, different patterns of the interactions, and different ways of engaging students. Innovative assessment techniques. If you are in regular class or in the traditional class or the face to face class, you can assess students through many ways, which are not similar to if you are working as an online instructor. Totally different teaching assessment patterns or types. Provide them timely, meaningful feedback. This has been always criticized that in the distance, learners do not get timely feedback from the tutors because the tutor is at the distance. If the tutor or the teacher and the students are the same class, the student can raise the hand and can ask the questions and immediately can get the feedback. But it is not possible if the teacher is at distance. Though there are many opportunities of the interactions, but this is very criticized aspect of the distance learning. And develop their skills of the writing, reflective, effective reflections. What is my feedback? How I am delivering? What kind of the improvement is needed? So this type of the skill that should be developed in the teachers. Promote the habit of interaction and collaborations. This is the standards or the strategy suggested by Anna Cole in 2008, that the teacher of the online teacher, distance teacher, should have the habit of interactions and collaborations. He must be interacting with the others and the collaboration with the others. Qualities of the good instructors and teacher distance education or the distance teacher education. The distance teacher education or the teacher educator should possess 5 major characteristics. Have command on the content knowledge. What subject I am teaching, I must have command. Adopt a planned and structured approach of instruction, very structured. In 2 minutes, I have to say this one. In 3 minutes, I have to do this one. And next 5 minutes, I have to do this one. And what is the sequential arrangement of the content, easy to difficult, simple to complex. So this is also one of the steps. And adequate knowledge about the student's learning style. Teacher must know my students are scattered from one corner to another corner of the country or the region or the globe. So they have different styles of the learning. For example, some students, um, when they have their self study, they put their headphones and they listen the music and they discuss with each other. And this is just example. This is not established system of learning style, but let me give example. Some students learn through discussions. Some students learn in isolation. They start reading books and they start working and they memorize the things, understand the things, comprehend the things. And some students can't. They um, learn more through discussions and learning from the others. So these are the different styles. The teacher of the distance learning teacher should have ability to motivate students for making brilliant performance. So the student here, the distance learning teacher education system is learning based approach. Overall, distance learning is learner based. What are the learning theories? What are the learning problems? What do the learner need? So this is the difference between both the systems, traditional system and the distance learning. Have a high self-efficacy along with uh, uh, respectful and caring behavior. Teacher should have efficacy that I can do this one. I have he should have trust on it. Should be very cognizant of his potentials and weaknesses. Quality of instructional mode. What kind of the instructional teaching method the teacher is adopting? The distance learner should know, distance instructor should know what kind of method is needed for this topic. It is equally applicable in the face-to-face system, but here there is the requirement that the teacher should select those particular appropriate methods which suit to the distance learning. For example, there are different patterns. Teaching synchronously. Synchronously means I am giving my lecture on Skype, on Zoom. This is synchronous. And if it's not on Zoom, I record my lecture. I send it through email to you. This is asynchronous. Sensible selection of use of technological gadgets. And what kind of the gadgets, applications, computer tools, IT tools are needed. Teaching via teleconferencing. This the teacher should know. Qualities of the instructional design. What I am going to teach, in what way I am going to teach, and what is the sequence of the material. This is instructional design. And how I am going to transfer my knowledge, how the students are learning, how the students are being assessed. This is instructional design. And what are those aspects of the instructional design? It should be based on the complete understanding of teaching learning process. What is really teaching learning process? It is really matching with the content that I am going to teach, encounter the needs of the adult learners. My distance learners are basically adults. So what are the methods of, what are the patterns of the adult learners? What are the styles of the adult learners? Can I use it? Am I following those? Ensure the link between theory and the practice, and address the varied learning style among students, and flexible in terms of the delivery mode and the content. He should not be having a traditional system, flexible system. Students should be facilitated. Quality of the content. For example, one textbook you are teaching, one in Pakistan study you are teaching Pakistan movement. The content being given, shared, taught by the teachers in the traditional system is a different one. Here it is interactive. It is more self-assessment based. So the quality of the content is a different one, and it needs to be properly focused. And so that it should be evolving the learners. Quality of the student assessment, as I already mentioned, that the assessment is very crucial aspect in the distance learning mode. It is a professional learning, it is teacher training, it is simple higher education learning. That the assessment is the very challenge. So the teacher should know proper methods of assessment for the online learning. Quality of the student support teacher distance education. What kind of the support do the students need in the distance learning? Instructional material, additional material, my discussion, my recorded lectures, my feedback, immediate feedback. So what kind of the simple uh, way they prefer, and which technological tools should be used, etc. On this discussion, on the basis of this discussion, we can say that the concept of the teacher distance education and the worldwide is worldwide. It is now well established system, and this concept is gaining dynamic attention of the education institutions, and it has got equal respect as far as it is the recognition of the traditional mode of education.